Can you see the path as well? Our path is just down like that and comes like that, okay? So the path is down here. What we've come to look at is this rock here is a Miocene limestone, and you've got a terrace, then another terrace, and you've got the top two terraces, well, the middle terrace is capped with a quaternary coral reef, and there's fossil corals in it. And the top terrace is capped by a conglomerate from the alluvial fan here. And what this is showing is the sea level has abruptly changed, and this is an area of tectonic uplift. You've got three different levels, and then the land has come up, and then it's come up again, and it's come up again another time. So when we were looking at the notch yesterday, there's just something just to bear in mind when we're saying that was in the Nemean, but this is also a tectonically uplifted area. And our main purpose of this trip is to see these terraces, and it's to walk down there and go and have a look at the fossils, the coral fossils. So the path is a little steep at the beginning, but hopefully not too bad. You've got your stick, so you can go down there. It's quite a lot longer, and actually I'll hold you. Let's go down. Stay up.
You want a photo?
Yeah. Let's.
Oh yeah, it's all relatively reasonable.
So we're looking for mega fossils. I see a cobble here.
I think these are some mega fossils.
Oh, here's mega fossils.
But I would like to ask Paul for his opinion. Because those look to me like...
Yeah.
You're the paleontologist?
Yeah, well, they used to use
You're the best paleontologist. Exactly.
So these are finger corals.
These are what now?
These
Corals?
are Acropora cervicornis. So these are near the wave base of a reef. They're not the Acropora palmata, which are the really staghorn corals that are the really, well, that's where the waves break. But these are pretty much near the reef crest, and they're called Acropora cervicornis. They're finger corals. And so we're about 30 kilometers north of the town of Sur on the northeast coast of Oman, and we're observing the terraces on the shoreline. So because of the various uplifts and the compression by the ophiolite and the other thrusting and abduction, this area is rebounding and rising, and we're looking at a Miocene reef. And yesterday we saw a terrace. You can see the terraces are higher from where they were once at sea level, but this area is being actively uplifted. So behind us, we're standing on top of a Miocene reef, right on the ocean, and there's all kinds of coral debris, and these kinds of corals, and lots, looks like they've been dissolved out, so there's a lot of bugs here. There's also, looks like some burrows, and we're finding loose pieces at the top of the reef of Acropora cervicornis, which is the finger coral. So that's usually at the top of the reef. It's in the wave energy, but it's not the top of the reef, which is the really thick staghorn coral. We haven't seen that yet, but this is indicating that this is the top of the reef, which we're standing on, and it's just a really extensive outcrop. It goes for at least maybe a half a kilometer or more, so it's a fairly aerially extensive Miocene reef.
So we're at Wadi Shab.
Before we head the road, I think to go restroom.
Yes, you can go restroom. Go to restroom, gather. We go in this second boat, okay?
White with black wings. They're going into the
Raquel. Are you intending to try and swim all the way to the end? I'm just trying to gauge if anyone actually...
Cretaceous Seaway goes up to northern Canada.
What's in the Cretaceous Seaway? So what is it?
Obviously when you get
You should be careful if it's raining.
where the
Yeah, but
Cretaceous. Various stages of people trying to make roads up it. You know, some of them are for forestry, and some of them are military, and you know, you kind of. Oh yeah, I think I'm on the military stuff right now. and the rocks themselves are beautiful. They are Precambrian volcanic rocks with accretionary locations and spherulites and all those places.
Walking here, just to say one thing, it's a shame. This area of land they've cleared, which they have cleared in the last 2 years, has actually already destroyed part of what we've come to see. And what we've come to see, I'm going to walk up a little bit further and tell you where you get a view of it. So,
Oh yes, it's waves.
quick. Okay, so when you're all up here, right, can you see here, there's 3 big boulders there. Right, well those, we're going to walk over there in a second, but I'm just going to start talking here. Those 3 boulders are estimated to weigh 120 tons. Then if you look left or right, all along here is just clear of debris, and then this boulder fill that we're standing in actually grades from being big back there, getting smaller, and in the dam car park they've destroyed a load of it. It graded even smaller, and you can in places see boulders stacked up against each other. And you know, when geologists first came along here, it's like, well, what the hell has caused that? How can you have these boulders just sat there? And the answer that comes to mind is a tsunami. So a massive wave comes along, smashes into a lip of the cliff. It's powerful enough to knock those 3 boulders onto the cliff, to wash the platform clean, and to stack all of these boulders up behind. So that's what it's interpreted as a tsunami deposit.
So these boulders are stacked up like imbricated pebbles, Maybe the result of a tsunami, and we don't know what age.
I'm imbricated with these three large clasps behind me. That's how that notch got made that we saw the other day. No, there's no date estimate. I don't know how we can date it. Obviously it happened since you've got the infirmary on top of it. But yeah, I don't know how you do date.
So we're on the northern coast of Oman, and there are these huge 150-ton boulders that have been washed up. And behind us there is a boulder field, and the boulders are all stacked in an imbricate fashion. And the theory is that these rocks were emplaced by a tsunami, probably not during recent times, but perhaps on the order of thousands of years ago. And you can see behind us the waves are cutting a notch in the coastline. They're undercutting the shoreline, and we looked at that shoreline, that same process, in a paleo shoreline that was about 4 meters above sea level yesterday. So this is a very great place to observe the processes of the rising northern part of Oman, and then the incisement by the rivers, and then the occasional tsunami.
It might say that in Arabic.
Go into the sinkhole.
It's big enough.
Yes, I could imagine on a really hot day, there would be a lot of
people.
What
The
is
book
that?
is really like a goat. Look, now he comes up again.
Yeah.
I feel my legs after this walk.
I carefully took
We're here at the Bima sinkhole in Oman as we're approaching Muscat on our drive back, and this is known to be a doline or a sinkhole, and the water here where some people are swimming is a mixture between freshwater and seawater, so there's some communication to the ocean. But what is interesting to us is that in some of the hydrothermal dolomite plays that we've examined, there are linear fractures, and then there are round areas, like we saw in the cave roof the other night, where there's points sources and line sources of dissolution. And in this case, it's a point source that has widened an area beneath a really tight cap rock. So the tight limestone on top would be something like the Roger City. It may or may not actually have cracks that go through the tight limestone above it, but the more porous and permeable limestone below the tight cap rock has dissolved out into a circular feature, and that could be very much like the Dundee.